Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Brawn Body Podcast. This week, things are a little different. We're shaking the tree in more ways than one. So, first, you might notice this is actually a solo episode. The first solo episode I've done in months. It's been a long time since I've recorded something by myself. And this episode is actually all about giving you a preview of coming attractions. So, this Wednesday, I have a mega podcast episode that we're releasing with multiple guests. This is our first episode with multiple guests, and it is also going to be our longest episode. You're not going to want to miss this one. This Wednesday, I've sat down with multiple female athletes, coaches, referees, strength coaches, you name it. We covered all the bases here. Gymnasts, dancers, basketball players, track and field, soccer, you name it. We've covered it. And we asked these female athletes their perspectives on the issues within their sports. What's going on? Are things as bad as they seem? What are some of the issues? How bad are they? How prevalent are they? How did they impact them personally? What can be done to change things? What can be done to fix these things moving forward so we don't keep reliving the same mistakes over and over again? And as I said, this is a long discussion, but it's one that we felt needed to happen. Now, I know these Monday episodes, they're usually motivational in nature, mindset in nature. So you're thinking, okay, so we're giving a preview of Wednesday. We did that already. We know Dan's talking by himself for a little bit here. What's he talking about? How is this motivational? Well, we saw that there was a problem, right? I've heard from multiple female athletes over the course of the past months. We heard from Lauren Medallion. We heard from Chloe Davies. We heard from other girls, Michelle Darderis. And we heard from Bridget Finn, too. I forgot about her. And she's in the episode on Wednesday. Go figure, right? So we heard from all these different girls, and we heard about their perspectives, their experiences in sports, in health and fitness. And it made me realize that maybe there's some issues more than meets the eye here, things that weren't getting discussed, things that weren't getting the attention that they deserve. So I figured the best way to find out what those issues were is to go right to the source, the female athletes, the coaches, the strength coaches, the people that work with the athletes and the athletes themselves, right? And we kind of cut out the middleman, so to speak, in that, a lot of times when these issues are getting discussed, on the news and stuff, the people talking about the issues have no idea what the issues are. They don't experience them. You're not going to convince me that the news anchor, and I don't care what news anchor you're talking about, Chris Cuomo on CNN or, so-and-so on Fox. I don't really have the names of all their anchors down. Tucker Carlson will say. You're not going to convince me that either of them is going to be able to understand the experiences of, a female athlete because they're not living through it. And I don't really watch the news, I'll be honest, but I don't see any of them going out there and asking female athletes for their experiences and their perspectives on things and trying to learn from that. And I could be wrong about that. And if I am, please let me know. But I want this Monday episode to just be a little bit of a awakening and reminder for you to kind of look a little deeper and dig a little further. Don't just settle for the surface level stuff. Go out there and ask people. Ask people who are experiencing issues what their perspectives are. What are their experiences? What do they think? Because honestly, we hear stuff all the time on the news, right? Information overload. Is it true? Is it factual? Do we know? We see something, but how do we know that other people are experiencing it if we're not asking them? So I encourage you, if you're listening, to pick something and dive deeper into it. Dig a little further. And as you'll see on Wednesday, a lot of stuff can come out of it. You can learn a lot. You can learn a lot of problems, a lot of issues. You can learn a lot of creative solutions. You can gather a ton of information by just talking with people. I'm super excited to be releasing that podcast episode. I hope you're excited to be listening to it. Now, I'm going to stop talking, and on Wednesday, hopefully you're subscribed to the show. If you're not, subscribe right now. Are going to get quite an episode featuring a ton of amazing young ladies and their stories, their experiences, and their perspectives on the issues within their sports and what could be done better. So please make sure you subscribe, make sure you don't miss that, and make sure you share that with a friend. It'll really help us out. With that, thanks for listening to this episode. We'll see you Wednesday.